It's a lie. You do not need to do 100 sit-ups. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am Iamshakeyashawntay, a fitness professional as well as a new mom. My channel is all about lifestyle and fitness talk, so if you're interested in those type of videos, then make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss another video with me. And with that being said, let's get to it. Today's video is going to be about 5 things I wish I knew before I started training, even before I became a personal trainer, guys. I was on my own fitness journey, and these are things I wish I knew before I started. Stay to the end because I do have a bonus one that a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with, and especially trainers. Okay, but I do wish I would have knew it when I first started. All right, y'all. So the first one we're gonna talk about today is cardio is not the only way that you burn body fat, y'all. You can burn body fat by weightlifting and resistance training also. I wish I would have knew this because I was on a treadmill, y'all, every day when I went through my cardio bunny phase and I just wanted to be skinny. I will run on a treadmill for day in and day out. And in my second fitness journey, from skinny to thicker, I learned that I can still keep my body fat down and cardio was not the only way. So that is tip number 1, guys. And one thing I wish I would have knew, because it would have saved me hours of being on a treadmill, and maybe I would have figured out that I didn't want to be skinny. Yeah, I said it. I didn't want to be skinny. I learned in that my body was not made to be skinny. I was made to be thick, and that's okay. That's okay. But anyway, if you guys want a detailed talk through and a chit chat with me about my fitness journeys, because I've been through a lot of them, yeah, just let me know in the comments below. Okay, so the second thing I wish I knew, guys, was that everything you see on the internet, everything you see somebody else doing may not work for you, and that is okay. For example, when I see people squatting and they caption building glutes or like how to build your butt, that don't work for me. But in the beginning, when I first started training, y'all, I would see people do it and I would automatically think like, oh, that's the way. And I would squat and I wouldn't feel it and I wouldn't get the results that they were getting. But after becoming a trainer and been training for years, I realized because it worked for somebody else, it doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you did it wrong or you're not using it right. No, it just simply means it's not for you. And that's okay. Find something that works for you. And I'm gonna go back to squatting as an example, guys. So for me, I am very quad dominant. If you don't know what that is, that just means when I do lower body exercises, my quads take over, my glutes and hammies, they check out, okay? So when I squat, I found that I was building massive quads, but I was not getting any glute gains. And I thought I was squatting wrong. I was doing this wrong, but I wasn't doing anything wrong, guys. It just needed to be tweaked for me and my body. If you hear people talk about the positioning of your feet, how they're supposed to be straight ahead, things like that, yes, they are. But you have to keep in mind, everybody's structure and body is very different. So for me, I have tight hips. I just do. And yes, it's something you can work on. It will take time. But I do have tight hips. And so I find if I rotate my feet out a little bit, I'm able to hit the depth I need in my squat to activate my glutes. I know it's a whole bunch of gym talk, but bear with me. Find what works for you, okay? That's the second thing I wish I knew, is everything is not written in stone. Okay, y'all, so the third thing I wish I knew when I first started training, it's kind of like 2 parts to it, but I wish I knew being sore doesn't mean I did a good job. Being sore doesn't mean I had the best workout. And being sore all the time was not healthy. It's not good, okay? And with that also, I wasn't resting. So I thought the more work I did, the harder I went, the better my results. Wrong, guys. Wrong. You need to rest. Your body needs time to recover. Just trust me. Trust me. So that's the third thing I wish I knew is because I was sore, it didn't mean nothing. And me not resting was more detrimental than anything. Okay. So I would literally work out 6 to 7 days a week, most times full body, y'all. Full body. And I would do cardio day in and day out. And then when I started weightlifting, I would do both like every day because I just love being in the gym. And then that's when I started learning body splits and bro splits and learning how to split up my muscle groups. So I can be in the gym every day, but not overdo and overtrain certain muscles. Okay, following me? I hope you follow me. And being overly sore, it means nothing, guys. And that can also hinder your results because for me, hitting glutes 3 times a week is optimal for me. Some people can hit it twice and see growth. I cannot. I need to hit it 3 times. But I would get so sore on Monday that I wouldn't be able to hit legs or glutes until maybe Friday or Saturday. And that will only leave me 2 days of training glutes that week when I know I need to hit it 3 times. So me being overly sore was not beneficial, is not beneficial for anybody. Yes, go hard in the gym, y'all. Do what you gotta do, but you do not have to be sore every session. And sometimes it can hinder your results because you're not able to hit the same muscles as many times as you need in that week. Okay? Follow me? All right. So the fourth thing that I wish I knew before I started training is that progressive overload is the key. Okay? Along with consistency, but you have to progressively overload. You have to increase your intensity over time. You cannot stay stagnant in the same training regimen, okay? So me, when I first started training, as anybody, if you're not an athlete, when you start training, you hate it. You absolutely hate it. You hate being sore. You hate going every day. You hate the burning. You hate the pain, right? So you look for that comfort. You look for that moment when things get easier. And I'm here to tell you, if it gets easy and you can do it with the breeze, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Every workout should be a challenge. Should every workout be deadly? No. But every workout should be a challenge. And in the beginning, I was looking for that comfort zone, that zone where it's not hard anymore. And once I find it, I would stay there, right? But that's when your growth stops, y'all. You have to keep going. So if you're sitting here hip thrusting 135 and it's hard in the beginning, right? And then 6 weeks go by and you doing 15 reps, it's a breeze. You got to increase that shit, okay? Like you can't stay there because that's where your growth will end. Add intensity, whether it be a tempo, you slow it down, you pause at the top, you add weight, something. You have to make it more challenging. So if you're ever trying to find that comfort zone, don't find it. And once you find it, get out of it. Because you're going to get stuck in this box and you're going to be like, why don't I see results? I hip thrust every day. But you're hip thrusting the same thing you hip thrust last year. So your results are still going to be what you had last year. You feel me? All right, let's keep going. Y'all, what number am I on? Am I on 5? I think I'm on 5. So the fifth thing that I wish I did know when I started training is that you don't have to train your abs every day. You don't have to train abs. Don't shoot the messenger. Guys, we all have abs. Okay? You don't have to go to the gym to get abs. Blew your mind, didn't I? I know. You already have them. You have abs. They're just hidden under the layers of fat that you have on your body. If you lower your body fat percentage, you'll see your abs. Now, with that being said, working your core is essential, but you don't have to single out and do ab exercises after every session. If you are engaging your core when you're squatting, when you're deadlifting, your core is the trunk, guys, of movement. It's essential for movement. So when you're going up and down the stairs, when you're doing small things throughout the day, you need your core, right? So when you're in the gym and you're deadlifting, especially doing single leg motions like split squats and things like that, you are engaging your core. And if you actively engage it, you work your abs every session. You don't need a separate session. Also, let me say this. When you are working your abs and you're doing Russian twists, sit-ups, crunches, you are defining what is already there. When you see people with super defined abs, they're probably doing all that. But they didn't do that to get them. They do that to define them. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Okay? And when you see people do all these weighted crunches and stuff, that's to add size and bulk to that muscle, just like any other muscle on your body, guys. So if you're not looking for super defined and super thick abs, you should not be doing weighted ab exercises. Please stop. Do not do it. If you want to define your abs, yeah, you can do crunches, sit-ups, but never go to the gym and don't listen to the fitness influencers and fitness people who tell you or put in their caption, do these to get abs. Just a lie. You do not need to do 100 sit-ups to have abs. You already have them, baby. You just gotta lose the body fat to see them. All right, if you made it to the end, I have a bonus tip for you guys that a lot of people, especially trainers, probably don't agree with. But it is something I wish I knew in the beginning, and I'm gonna go into detail and tell you guys why. You do not need to count calories nor macros in the beginning of your journey. Let me say it again. You don't need to. You do not need to in the beginning of your journey, right? In the beginning. And I say that because they are essential skills to have when you want to reach a certain level of body fat percentage or you want to hop on stage. But if you are a newbie, I promise you do not need to do that. Promise. If you are a newbie, break bad habits. Learn food first. Understand what you're eating first. And then track it. And especially if you are busy and you're always on the run and you're always on the go, sometimes tracking your food can be overwhelming and is very tedious and time consuming. And with that comes frustration if you don't have the time and the patience to do it. Okay? So in the beginning, I suggest that you make small adjustments to your diet every day. And you will see results. I promise. So I'm gonna give you guys an example. If you know every morning that you wake up and you have a cup of coffee, a half a bottle of creamer goes in that coffee, draw back, okay? Don't put no sugar in it and put a little creamer. If you know you have 3 slices of toast, some eggs and bacon with a side of fruit, maybe cut back on one of the slices of bread. If you notice that you don't eat veggies with every meal, put veggies with every meal. Just make those small tweaks and you will see changes in your body, I promise. You do not need to count it and track it and do all that in the beginning because you don't even understand what you're eating, let alone can log it and track it like that. Now, if you want a food diary, that's a different thing when you write down what you eat every day and you notice how your body might respond to certain foods. You know, that's good. You can do that. You can keep a food diary. But knowing the makeup of the food, of the carbs, the fats, the proteins, and understanding those, and it can be a lot for somebody who is just starting. So I suggest just make small changes. Make better choices throughout the day. Learn the foods that you eat every day. And learn portion control. That's so important, guys. If you don't get anything from this video, please, portion control. Portion control. Did you know that this is so random, y'all? A pack of ramen noodles, one pack that we used to eat as kids, shit, college students, one pack is supposed to feed 2 people. I ain't never read the back of the label. And when I got into fitness, I used to read the labels and try to learn foods, right? And I learned that I was always eating 2 servings of these noodles. For one, I don't know why they think that's gonna feed 2 people, but that's beside the point. Read labels, learn the foods. Portion control, guys. Eat veggies. High protein. Eat protein with every meal. Eat veggies with every meal. Eat carbs. Okay? You know when you making your plate if it's just too much. You know. Just be mindful, guys. That's all you need. And a lot of trainers, when you start training with them, they do give you your macros. They want you to count calories because they want you to get the results, and those will get you the results. But I'm here to tell you on both ends of being a trainer and being somebody that's been on their own fitness journey more than once, that in the beginning, I wish somebody would have told me it was okay not to count calories. It would have saved me a lot of time and frustration, because it is a tedious task, especially if you don't understand food. All right, y'all, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys found it informative and helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and then subscribe so you don't miss another video with me and sitting and chit-chatting. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.